The last bone in your cat's toes are completely amputated and removed if you want them declawed. Then the tendons and ligaments are also severed, removing the claw completely. As they heal, cats experience intense pain as they learn to walk with amputated toes. They struggle with balance, jumping, and walking, which can lead to long-term mobility issues. And even once they're completely healed, your cat might have chronic pain and arthritis. If you fall into a grain bin, most people might try to climb out, but this is nearly impossible due to the shifting grain, which acts like quicksand and can cut off your ability to breathe. Instead, you should create an air pocket around your face by cupping your hands. If you're trapped and sinking, move slowly to avoid further entrapment. Call for help and stay calm, keeping an air pocket around your face until rescue arrives. The man fell onto an air hose, and the nozzle pierced his butt. Now, this was actually a high-pressure air hose, and it pumped air into his body at 100 psi. In minutes, the man swelled to twice his normal size. His coworkers rushed to stop the air supply, but he had already inflated like a balloon. The air had filled his abdomen, chest, and even his face. Paramedics tried to treat him, but the pressure pushed the IV out of his skin. The man deflated back to normal after 3 days and ended up living. A woman stepped into the street and began to dance uncontrollably in 1518. She danced for days without stopping, and soon others joined her. Over 50 people were swept up in the bizarre dancing frenzy. The dancers moved with such intensity that some collapsed from exhaustion, and a few might have died from heart attacks and strokes. Local authorities were baffled, believing it was a curse or divine punishment. Now, they tried to cure the dancers by encouraging more dancing, thinking it would expel the madness. But it only spread further, lasting for over a month before mysteriously fading away. A doctor applies the liquid nitrogen directly to the wart, which can cause the skin to blister. This process destroys the wart tissue by freezing it, which kills the cells. And over the next few days, the dead tissue will start to peel away. The body then begins to heal the area underneath, and new skin forms. In a week or two, the wart will fall off, leaving behind the healthy skin. If you dropped a nuke into an active volcano, it would most likely just melt before it could detonate. But if the nuke was transported into the magma chamber and timed just right, the intense explosion could vaporize the lava, turning it into a superheated gas. This lava vapor would rapidly expand, causing an enormous pressure wave. The explosion would send molten rock, ash, and gas high into the atmosphere. A group of friends suddenly spotted a creature with large wings and glowing red eyes standing in the road. Terrified, they drove away, but the creature took flight and followed them. It swooped over them repeatedly, emitting a horrifying screech. They finally lost it, but were left shaken, convinced they had encountered something supernatural. This terrifying case became one of the most famous Mothman sightings. These unverified sightings began to spread fear throughout West Virginia. Now, most believe it was simply a local legend fueled by fear and hysteria. But with no concrete evidence, the Mothman remains an eerie mystery.